There's a truth about women, so raw, so unsettling, that most men run from it their entire lives. Not because it's evil, but because it's real, and reality, when it refuses to flatter your ego, can feel like betrayal. Nietzsche once wrote, women, they make the highs higher and the lows more frequent. But that wasn't admiration. It was a warning dressed in poetry. And if you listen closely, not to the noise, not to the flattery, not even to the rage, but to the silence behind your most painful moments with women, you might hear the same whisper Nietzsche tried to leave behind. A whisper that doesn't hate women, but warns you not to worship them blindly. Because if you do, you won't just lose her, you'll lose yourself. Let me ask you something. Have you ever loved a woman so deeply that when she left or changed, it shattered something in your soul? You gave her everything, your time, your truth, your tenderness, and at first it felt divine, like two souls orbiting the same sun. But slowly, she began to pull away. Her tone changed, her presence faded, and one day, without warning, you became invisible. You replayed every word, every gesture, trying to decode where you went wrong. Was I too soft? Too honest? Not enough? And then the bitterness sets in. You wonder, did she ever even love me? But the truth is, this isn't just about her. It's about the blindness of your love and the brutal misunderstanding of what feminine nature truly is. Not evil, not broken, but different, wild, mysterious. And if you don't understand it, you'll be devoured by it, emotionally, spiritually, even physically. Nietzsche was not a misogynist. He was a mirror. He didn't hate women. He feared illusions. And in Beyond Good and Evil, he wrote something few dare to quote in public. Everything in woman is a riddle, and everything in woman has one solution. It is called pregnancy. On the surface, it sounds reductive, insulting even. But look deeper. Nietzsche wasn't reducing women to motherhood. He was pointing at the biological engine behind their behaviors, motives, and mystery. He believed men make the mistake of viewing women through a moral lens. They want her to be good, loyal, logical, consistent, but nature doesn't care about morality. It cares about survival, about evolution. Feminine nature, Nietzsche said, isn't built for truth. It's built for selection, adaptation, power through grace, and yes, sometimes manipulation. This doesn't make women bad. It makes them human. But if you refuse to see the design, you'll always misread the dance. Here's the twist no one tells you. She doesn't betray you. She reveals you. Let that land. When she stops admiring you, when she grows distant, when she tests you, mocks your weakness, or suddenly chooses a man who treats her like a game, it's not because she's cruel. It's because your mask cracked, your light dimmed, your soul started orbiting her instead of your purpose. You see, women aren't looking for perfect men. They're drawn to energy, to certainty, to presence. When you lose that, even if she still loves you, her biology won't respect you. And without respect, love evaporates. If this is resonating, if a part of you feels seen in this truth, pause for a breath. Because this journey isn't about blame. It's about awareness. And if you've ever felt lost, broken, or confused by love, know that you're not alone. We're building a space here for men who think deeply, feel honestly, and want to rise with clarity, not resentment. So, if this speaks to your soul, take a moment, like, comment, and subscribe, not for vanity, but to grow this tribe of men walking the path with open eyes and iron hearts. Here's a small truth that can change your entire dynamic with women, starting today. Stop seeking approval. Start embodying direction. The next time you're with a woman, don't try to impress her. Instead, observe. Lead the moment. Not from arrogance, but from grounded certainty. Say what you think without checking her reaction. Speak your truth without begging for validation. And notice. Something shifts. She leans in. She softens. She follows. Not because you forced her, but because you stopped chasing. You reclaimed the frame. And suddenly, she respects you again. The deepest pain isn't losing her. It's losing the self you became when you tried to please her. Friedrich Nietzsche warned us, "He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow." If your why is a woman, she becomes your oxygen. But when she pulls away, and she will, you suffocate. But if your why is purpose, if your North Star is your mission, no woman can destroy you, because she's no longer your anchor. She's the wind. She can lift you, dance with you, but never own you. And ironically, that's when she wants you most. Not when you need her, but when you don't. You are not here to decode women like puzzles. You are not here to mold yourself into the shape of her desires. And you are certainly not here to lose yourself in the name of love. You are here to become, to awaken, to rise, to remember the truth that no one ever taught you. You were not born to orbit a woman. You were born to orbit a purpose, to carve meaning into this chaotic world with your bare hands, with your mind, with your soul forged in solitude and tested through storms. And the moment you turn your life into a theater of validation, where every glance, every word, every movement seeks her approval, you lose your axis. You become a leaf, not a tree, a boy, not a man. But something changes. Everything changes when you shift your gaze from her eyes to the horizon. When you stop asking, does she love me? And start asking, do I love the man I've become? Because here is a sacred ancient truth. The feminine is not drawn to the man who needs her. She is drawn to the man who needs nothing but lives with everything inside. A man who speaks gently because he can roar. A man who listens deeply because he knows himself. A man who can walk away, not in anger, but in peace. You want her to stay? Don't chase her. Chase your mission. Become magnetic, not needy. Become the fire, not the moth. Let her orbit your gravity, not because you manipulated her, but because you cultivated a life so full of truth, of direction, of raw masculine presence, that her soul felt safe to surrender. That's the secret. That's the freedom Nietzsche was pointing toward. Beneath all the controversy, the harsh language, the misunderstood lines, he wasn't telling you to hate women. He was begging you, don't worship them. Not because they aren't divine, but because so are you. And when two sovereign beings meet, not from lack, but from wholeness, that's when something sacred begins. A woman can add to your life. She can inspire you, nourish you, dance with you under moonlight and madness, but she cannot complete you. She was never meant to. Completion is an inside job. And when you finally meet her again, not from the ache of a broken boy, but from the calm of a man who has met his shadow, faced his fears, and crowned himself in silence, then, whether she stays, leaves, returns, or vanishes, you remain still, grounded, whole. Because you no longer live for her reaction, you live for your truth. You no longer need her to see you, because you see you. You are no longer pulled by feminine chaos. You are rooted in masculine order, and in that rare state, you don't just attract women. You attract respect, peace, and a deeper sense of purpose than any romance can provide. You become the man Nietzsche believed could withstand the abyss, not by avoiding love, but by mastering the self within love. So remember this, she is not the reward, you are. And when the world forgets that, be the one who remembers, be the one who remains.